Atlassian Summit 2018 in Barcelona. I'm Soumya Menon from Go-To Group, and joining me today is Daniel Polan, QA lead for Adacta Group. Adacta is one of our biggest customers and users of synapseRT, a powerful test management tool within Jira. We have a few questions for you, Daniel, today.
Hi, everybody.
Firstly, we would love you to introduce yourself and your company.
Yeah, so I'm Daniel, building QA for Adacta for one of our biggest projects, which is Adventure, and we are mostly focusing on that project, which is software for insurance business in general. So all the insurance done through our software, and since we are building QA there from scratch, we are on a great way, and we are using synapseRT, and it helps us a lot so far.
Right. How did you hear about synapseRT, and describe your space a little bit, and what were the challenges that you were facing just before you found synapseRT?
Okay, I will first start with the challenges. Basically, when I joined the company and the project, we had some QA in place, but mostly there was a set of roles of testers doing some scenarios. Nothing was properly captured. We had to increase efficiency and transparency. So more collaboration with development and being more transparent what was done in the testing phase, what was verified, in order to say if we are compliant with some requirements or not, etc., etc. We are not primarily looking for a tool, we're looking for the way to go, which we defined by some of the processes, some of the strategies, and then we found out, okay, maybe the tool can help us. So I did a comprehensive research of the market with my knowledge. I'm an ISTQB certified and a member of local Czech and Slovak testing board for ISTQB. So we're also looking for something which will comply with our terminology and kind of processes which ISTQB not defines but offers, and we are somehow using them as well. So by some comprehensive research in the market, we went with few of the tools which are fully integrated with Jira. We were not looking for a standalone solution which has an integration, but something which is built in Jira, so we can have one place where everything is organized with requirements management, development, and testing as well. Because you can put these in silos, but actually for me it's one silo, it's development. So there are product managers, developers, and testers. It's a cross-functional teams working together. So having one tool for that would make great sense. And in the end, we end up with two tools, and we chose synapseRT because of some features which are not available in other softwares, and especially the one other we were also looking for. But the main advantages were test suites and multi-level test suites with number of test cases we are having currently is around 600. You can easily organize your test suites based on your architecture or feature setup or whatever. Then it got really nice requirements tracking. It has comprehensive reporting and easy to use, and the terminology there is kind of understandable for all our stuff, so we don't have to invest any time and effort or money into trainings of using that software. So there was primarily three main things why we choose synapseRT, but there are plenty of other features we really appreciate.
Okay, what would you describe as the biggest benefits of using synapseRT? How long has it been, and how has it increased your team's productivity?
Currently, for the project that I'm working on, we got synapseRT implemented for 1.5 years. It's not even increased the productivity because there are some numbers I can tell you, but honestly I don't have exact ones. So people are much more satisfied, the collaboration is much better, the developers better understand the way of verification, testers better understand the technology of development and the product because it's so connected together. They are working basically at one system in meaning of development, so the product, and also the tool which is operating or helping to organize all the work on the product development. So it increased the collaboration a lot, increased the transparency. So this is the main thing, and not only for our project, but we are multi-product software house. So we are using synapseRT also for 3 other projects, which is, for example, Microsoft Dynamics implementations and some BI stuff. So yeah, there are more things to happen with synapseRT in our company, but the biggest development was in our project, which I'm really happy for.
Synapse came out with its newest version, which is 9.2, with a parameterization feature. Have you tried it out already?
I saw it. We got some data-driven tests, and I talked to your product manager, Shenima, and yeah, we talk also about some improvements there. So far I like it, but to match our purpose or our expectation for 100%, we are requiring some changes. As you are doing iterative development, it will come soon. So yeah, definitely we have data-driven tests, and this will really help us because you can test more with the less administration overhead, let's say. And we get a lot of automation as well where data-driven tests are implemented, so then it's really easy for us to sync it back to Jira and have it all documented.
So Atlassian made some really major announcements a couple of days ago, one of which was the launch of the recent version for Jira, which is Jira 8.0.
Yeah.
How would that impact us and synapseRT, and what would you expect from our team?
The Jira 8 is bringing few more features, new ones, but also some change in the approach. What I really like, and I'm really into efficiency of work, and that's why we choose synapseRT as well. And they are redoing the layouts of the issues and way how you are working. So less clicks, less administration overhead in general when you're operating with your tasks. And I hope Synapse will follow this. I'm really looking forward to that. So on one click you can reach basically everything, especially when you're doing a lot of operations in test execution and you need to link it back, put a comment, put some attachment or whatever. If this is on one click and easily visualized on one screen, basically try to fit as much as possible to one screen and have everything available on less clicks possible. So that's the way I would go, and I'm really expecting. And from what I heard, we should get it soon.
Right. What would you like to improve in synapseRT?
Honestly, we get some performance issues, but this is mostly related to our Jira, and of course it doesn't help Synapse as well. We get around 300 projects and more than 2,000 users, so it's a lot of stuff happening in our Jira, so we are resolving some performance issues also with your supports, so this is getting better, but of course if page loads 1.5 second or half second, that's different, and especially when you're doing a lot of operations as a test execution is, it requires a lot of operations in Jira. So this one, maybe some more comprehensive reporting or possibility to export to some BI tools so you can construct graphs and reports which get much more data, so you don't have to have it split across few reports, but you get everything in one and you can read different set of the data, enable some layers and stuff. But that's the question, if this is not the goal of business intelligence and some data visualization tools, so maybe some exports, which currently are there, but they are not automated so far. Maybe there is some API, but I'm not sure. And the third thing, as I said, as Jira 8 is coming soon, we hope, so having it much more efficient for use. That should be all. Otherwise, we are kind of satisfied with the Synapse.
So my next question was, how has your overall experience been with the entire Synapse team, and would you recommend Synapse to others?
My experience with your team is so far great. I have to say, you are not that huge as maybe some other companies offering test management, but that's benefit for us because we can agree on some changes, we can get them faster. It's really nice to communicate with your support. It's easy to reach, really open-minded and open for communication. So I really appreciate that, and we are getting the changes as we need. So that's great, and I would really appreciate synapseRT for all of those who are looking for built-in solution in Jira. Easy to use, kind of natural to use for the testers if they get some basic testing education. If you also require more reports for management. We got synapseRT not because our developers need it, but our testers somehow use it as a guidance for execution of tests for the release, for example. We are currently releasing every second sprint. And also for the management and for me as a QA lead to control which part of the system are less stable than others, which are better covered or worse covered, or what is not covered, what is even not developed. So this is really good for me. So I can open Jira and in 1 minute I see the whole product, how it states, how it behaves for particular release and stuff like that. It required a lot of work to get there, but we are really close and we are getting a lot of benefits out of it.
That's great. Okay. Thank you so much for talking to us today, Daniel. That's all we have, and we'll catch you later.
Thanks for inviting me, and thanks for the opportunity to being here.
Thank you.